It is a Rockwellian scene, eternally American. Small-town youngsters playing baseball in the warmth of a weekend morning sun. There have been plenty of games played on the Dunsmuir Diamond in the shadow of Mount Shasta in the last almost 70 years. Each important to somebody, but none more important to everybody than that one in October of 1924, the day the Babe came to town.
Friends of the local baseball enthusiasts had learned that Babe Ruth and Bob Meusel and their agent was going to be in Portland, and they were going to leave from there to go to San Francisco. And so they thought this would be a wonderful opportunity to get these famous players to appear in Dunsmuir. Of course, the cost was $1,000 for them to appear, and of course, in that day, that was a lot of money.
Reva Kuhn, Horace Porter, and Ed Roberts lived that day and the legend of it for the last 64 years.
The mayor of the town declared a half holiday so that there was no business going on in town at all, and everyone was free to come to the ball, and they wanted to the ball game. Everyone, that was the thing to do.
There were hundreds and hundreds of people lining the field inside the park. Because they had come from Reading, and they had come from Yreka and Mount Shasta and McLeod.
Fellas came down from Reed, Mount Shasta, and McLeod to play, and they just had a bang-up good time out there, that's all.
The fellows drew lots to form two teams, one led by each Yankee star.
My husband played on Babe Ruth's team, and I think without a doubt that was the most exciting thing of his whole life, because he never ceased talking about it when he happened to think about it.
The final score of the game is lost somewhere between then and now, but there are a couple of lasting impressions.
I can remember him getting up one time and pointing the bat over the center field, and sure enough, the ball went over.
After the game was over and they had dined downtown, the two gentlemen, Babe Ruth and Bob Meusel, they repaired to a saloon in North Dunsmuir, out in the woods, where they spent a happy evening. I think the party broke up about 5 o'clock in the morning, as I recall.
It was a couple of years later, 1927, that Ruth and the Yankees had a season and a team that would go down as perhaps the best ever. Life in Dunsmuir went on. And today, while the kids play, all the outward evidence of that October day is a plaque that hangs on the wall behind home plate. But if you get up early enough, beat the kids to the park, and push your imagination, suddenly, it's not so long ago. On the crossroads in Dunsmuir, Mike Hegedus, Channel 5, Eyewitness News.